You claim you want total control. You say you want complete freedom. What if you're actually terrified of it? What if absolute control is your worst nightmare? Think about it. When you have no boss to blame, what's left? When there are no corporate constraints to complain about, where do you point the finger? The moment you achieve total autonomy, the mirror gets incredibly heavy. Welcome to the Achieve Your Apex podcast. I'm Chad Hyams, your voice of reason. Today, we are exposing a brutal psychological tax. It's a tax paid exclusively by high achievers. It's called the sovereignty tax. It is the hidden anxiety that comes with absolute freedom. To reach your true apex, you must stop sabotaging your peace. You must learn to carry the weight of your own autonomy. Let's look at the actual behavioral data behind this trend. A study from the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology tracked independent entrepreneurs. The data revealed a shocking pattern. 74% of autonomous business owners admitted to a specific behavior. They intentionally created artificial emergencies in their workflow. That's right. Intentionally created artificial emergencies in their workflow. They manufactured fires just to have something to fight. Behavioral scientists call this defensive manufacturing. Your brain handles the quiet pressure of absolute freedom poorly. So what do? You create a crisis so you can feel useful again. What I mean is this: you are addicted to chaos. You prefer the stress of a fire over the responsibility of free space. Researchers at the Harvard Business Review analyzed executive transitions. They looked at leaders who left structured corporate roles to launch solo ventures. The data showed that these leaders were 53% more likely to suffer severe burnout. Here's the twist: market pressure was not the cause. Self-imposed baseline metrics destroyed them. Without an external boss telling them when to stop, they never did. They turned their own ambition into a toxic dictator. They traded a corporate cage for a prison of their own design. Think about the irony of that reality. You broke data metrics to buy your freedom, only to become your own worst boss. Think about a child playing in a sandbox. If the sandbox has high wooden walls, the child feels safe there. They know exactly where the boundaries are. They can create within those clear, defined limits. Now remove the walls and place that child in an open desert. Suddenly, the creative play stops entirely. The infinite space paralyzes most. And most entrepreneurs are sitting in an open desert right about now. You fought to get out of the corporate sandbox. The endless horizon, it's making you dizzy. Let's lean into some direct accountability. Look at your calendar over the last 48 hours. How many of those urgent problems were actually critical? How many did you let explode just to fill your time fixing something? If you need a constant fire to feel like a leader, you are not scaling. You are just a glorified firefighter within your company. It is easy to stay busy rewriting a pitch deck at midnight. It is terrifying to sit quietly and ask if your strategy is actually working. Stop hiding in the smoke. The smoke is just your excuse to avoid the real work of growth. To pay the sovereignty tax without breaking, you must build internal scaffolding. Data from the Stanford Center on Longevity shows a clear solution to this. Performers with a high autonomy thrive when they implement predictable constraints. You must design your own boundaries because no one's going to do it for you. Establish a firm hard stop to your production day. Create a strict protocol for what constitutes a true emergency. Stop answering the phone when the issue can wait until tomorrow. Force yourself to sit in the dreaded white space of your calendar without flinching. Your challenge for the next week is simple and brutal. I want you to implement a zero fire policy. For the next week, you are forbidden from jumping into any unscheduled problems. Unless the building is physically burning down, don't touch it. Delegate it. Schedule it for later if you don't have anyone to delegate it to you. Or maybe even just let it sit. Force your brain to tolerate the discomfort of an empty, quiet afternoon that you're not lighting a fire just to put one out. See who you actually are when you're not saving the day. Operate the machine instead of just becoming one of the gears. Absolute freedom is not the absence of structure. Absolute freedom is the ability to choose your own structure. Stop turning your autonomy into an open-ended prison sentence. Build boundaries that protect your peace and sustain your legacy. You are fully capable of handling the massive space. Drop the firefighter routine and go conquer it. And as always, keep climbing.